Hi, I'm Ruth from Ruth's Hemp Foods. Now today I'm going to tell you about a really fun way to spend your time that also saves you lots of money and is instantly gratifying and wins you the admiration of your friends. You gotta love that. And it's baking! We're going to make a hemp and lemon loaf. It has chia in it, also hemp seed, lemons, and other things. It tastes delicious. I've made it so many times and everybody loves it. It's really easy to bake. It's really fun. You should try it and your friends really admire you. Okay, we're going to start. Whenever you're baking with chia, the first thing you want to do in any recipe is get it in the liquid because it has to kind of expand, you know, the way chia does. We're going to take 1 tablespoon of chia and half a cup of buttermilk. If you're vegan and don't want to use buttermilk, you can use almond milk in this recipe or anything else that you like. I happen to like the buttermilk a lot. We also need 2 tablespoons of water because the chia expands so much. It'll overflow. There we go. By the way, this recipe normally calls for 2 eggs, and the 1 tablespoon of chia, 2 tablespoons of water is taking the place of the 2 eggs in the recipe. You'll see how well it works. Okay, now I think I didn't say this before, but you should preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You need to do that so it's nice and warm when everything's ready, and also because we're going to start by melting coconut butter. So I have the nutritious coconut butter, which I adore, and I've put about half a cup in my measuring cup. I'm just going to stick it in the oven to liquefy. It's about half a cup. Okay? Okay, so I'm just going to add the honey. Again, if you want, you can use agave, raw sugar, anything that you want. And full instructions are on the website, including the quantities if you're adding one thing or the other, because they vary a little. We're going to cream these together. Okay, we are going to need a lemon. This is, after all, a lemon cake, lemon loaf. So I have a nice organic lemon here, and I want to grate all of it. We are going to use the juice later on, you'll see. For now, we're just going to grate all of it so that we can add it into our batter in a moment. After the baking soda gets wet, it needs to get into the oven as soon as possible. So make sure that your loaf pan is pre-greased, okay? So I have all of the dry mixture ready. I have now our buttermilk and chia ready, and the honey and coconut milk in here. And now we're just going to alternate them a little at a time and keep stirring in between each one. Okay, so I have all of those nicely mixed together, and I'm going to use a half a cup of my soft hemp, beautiful certified organic shelled hemp seed. Love this stuff, and it gives the cake all of its nature and, you know, nutrition and name. And lastly, the lemon rind, which we have here already. Now we're going to give it one last little stir together. Okay. And we'll put it into the loaf pan that we have nicely prepared. You can see it's a fairly stiff dough. This is, after all, not actually a cake, it's more of a loaf, but it's fine. Goes right into there, and as I said, you don't want to leave a long time between when your baking powder or baking soda or whatever leavening agent you're using gets wet and when you put it in the oven. So I'm just going to hurry along with that. And it's going straight into the oven. It's going to stay there for 1 hour. Okay, this is a syrup that we're going to make, and this is really the magic of the whole recipe. So the lemon that we took the rind off of before, I'm going to get the juice out of it now into a little saucepan. You can do this while your loaf is in the oven because we're going to put it on as soon as it comes out when it's nice and hot. So we're going to get all of the juice out of both halves, the entire lemon, and then we're going to stir it together with about 2-3 tablespoons of honey or sugar, whatever you like. Okay, so I put the honey into the lemon juice. You're only going to stir it around for a couple of minutes until the lemon dissolves and it's all a nice syrup. It doesn't really have to cook long. just until it's dissolved, and it'll be nice and ready when your cake comes out of the oven. Here it is, a beautiful loaf out of the oven, and now comes the fun part. I'm going to take my handy toothpick here and stick lots of holes in it. You want to do this while it's hot. Put tons of holes all over, and then we're going to take the syrup that you made and just pour it over the whole thing. So it'll be like a glaze. It'll sink in so that the inside of your loaf is beautiful and hot. Now, it could be that you have a whole pile of it in the corners that's up there. Don't worry about that. It's all going to sink in just a moment. You'll never notice, but it's going to taste amazingly good. There you go, hemp and lemon loaf made with chia instead of eggs, and so delicious. Okay, all of the instructions, quantities, etc. are on our website, ruthshempfoods.com, and we're giving you a code. Anytime you type lemon when purchasing in our website, you're going to get 10% off. So be sure and use it. Lemon, go to the website and have lots of fun baking.